Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What's going on? Today we're going to be installing our Gilles, they call it a shift holder kit for the Aprilia RSV4. This is basically just a brace that goes over the shift linkage. The shift linkage on these, it sticks out kind of far and has a tendency to flex. So this goes on and takes care of that issue. It's basically a real simple little item. As you can see, it just slides right over the shift linkage. It's got a ball bearing roller in it and bolts on. So it should be pretty quick, pretty easy install. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's take a look at this again. Once again, this is the Gilles shift holder kit. You see the model number on there. This is basically just a brace that goes over the shift rod that keeps it from flexing so much because it sticks out from the motorcycle. So basically, you have the bracket, 2 sleeves for the bolts, and 2 bolts. And then, as always, here's a look at the tools you're going to need to complete this. You could get by probably with one or the other, but you're going to need a ratchet and a number 5 hex head. I have a punch, automatic punch, so when I take the shift lever off, the linkage off, I can punch little marks on it to know where it goes back. That's basically it. And of course, blue Loctite. So let's get started on it. So basically what this does is, as you can see in there how far the shift rod sticks out, is it goes right behind the shift linkage right there, just to give it a brace, to keep it from flexing so much. So what we're going to do first before anything is we'll come in here and take our automatic punch and we'll punch 2 marks on the shift rod and the linkage. That way there's never any confusion lining it back up. You could do it with a screwdriver, you can scratch it, you could do it with well, anything. You put a paint mark on it, but we're gonna do it this way. And then we have 2 marks right here. They'll line up, we know where to put it back. The next thing to do is to pull this 5mm bolt out of the side. I'm going to try to keep from having to take off the quick shifter. And then we can just let it relax and sit there. Okay, now we need to take the 2 5mm bolts here out so we can install the sleeves that go behind the little brace. These little braces right here, or sleeves, will go behind to space it out. I can't get to the bolt because the sprocket cover is in the way, so we're gonna have to pull that off too. And those bolts are 8mm. So we'll go ahead and loosen this up. We'll take our 5mm, break these bolts loose. And this only goes one way. The back side is flat. The front side is inset for the bolt heads to go in right there. So when you have it all assembled, it should be like this. Don't forget the little bit of blue Loctite. Feed it on there. I believe in the packaging, this also comes with torque specs for these. So let me look and see if I can find it. Basically, that's it. Now, being as this is a new bike, and as new bikes always are caked with chain lube, now's a good opportunity to take the time to try to clean up some of this before you put it back together. So we'll wipe this off and then we'll get our sprocket cover back on. Alright guys, so you can see now that we're trying to go back on with the cover, it's pretty basic how this goes on. These are sleeved and it goes through the holes, so that's pretty straightforward. But now that the bracket sticks out farther, it's hitting underneath right here, as you can see. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take a file or a hacksaw or something and trim off a little bit of the area underneath here so that it'll fit. So we're going to go do that now and come back. Alright, so as you can see, there's the little notch I made in it so that it would fit over just like that. And now all you have to do is just button it back up. Now we can take our bolts, put them back in. Remember, there's a long one. This one on the top is a little longer than the ones on the bottom. These are short. The other ones are just a little bit longer for the other one. And I will put the torque specs for all this on the screen. Now when you're done with that and everything's tightened up, we go ahead and put our shift lever back. I really need to get a table. get it on where it needs to go. That's one tooth off. And that's where it needs to go. Take our screw on there. Definitely we want to Loctite this back on. Take our 5mm socket. Torque this down. Like I said, I'll put all the torques on specs on screen. Wipe it off. And there you go. That's basically it. Like I said, just make sure you've got everything torqued down, all your bolts Loctited, and you should be good to go. Alright guys, there was the install on the Gilles ship rod support for the Aprilia. It's a pretty easy install, didn't take that long. I wasn't expecting to have to notch out that sprocket cover, but you can do it with anything. Grinder, I did mine with a grinder. I just took a Milwaukee grinder and cut it out. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please make sure and hit that like and subscribe button and tap the bell notifications so you're notified when I upload new videos. It really helps me out a lot. That's pretty much everything we can install on this motorcycle. If you guys have any suggestions for future videos, what you'd like to see, if you have a bike like this, what you'd like to put on it, we've pretty much changed everything out as far as we can, except for I do want to change out the chain and sprocket. I've got carbon fiber brake lever ordered. I'm just waiting for some parts on it to come in. Everything's taking forever from Italy. I do want to put winglets on it. Unfortunately, the only winglets that I can find are ridiculously priced, I think. And paying $1,000 for a set of winglets is just not worth it in my opinion. But that's going to pretty much go ahead and end today's video. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.